Hey everybody, it's your girl Khymberlee Carlisle, and I am welcoming you to the debut of our Shoe Lover Tuesday series with the wonderful, the fabulous, the all-knowledgeable everything shoes, Angela Ardis. So sit back, relax, listen to all the wonderful information that she has to share with you, and just know too, men, you are invited. If you'd like to chat with us live next time, we do it every Tuesday, you can RSVP via Twitter at Lipstick Radio, and you can join us live on Uvu. So, sit back, relax, let us know what you think, and tune in every Tuesday.
Hey everybody, we're here today in our first Shoe Lover Tuesdays with Lipstick Radio, and your host of it, Angela Ardis, in the house, in the ATL actually. What up, dog? So Angela's been like, she's not a friend, she's like my sister that I can't beat up like I would like to, because I can't get to her, but I'm gonna fly my ass out there, show up at her doorstep. She ain't gonna know it, but I'm coming. But anyway, so Shoe Lovers is about, obviously everybody that loves shoes. And, Angela has such an amazing knowledge of shoes, so I encourage her to do this because this girl can tell you why a shoe was made, when it was made, who invented what, what to do if you got that little nub pinky toe dragging along, just all kind of stuff. We're going to talk about some of that stuff too. So anyway, Angie, thank you for doing this because, we have a lot of shoe fans out there, a lot of Carrie Bradshaws.
We have been talking about this for so long, and I'm so happy that we're finally getting it done. And, I have almost 200 pair of shoes myself, many of which I do not wear, but they're there. I love to look at them. And I think a lot of women, just have this affinity for shoes, and we just, me and you, we kept talking about wanting to do something that would showcase shoes, give you some knowledge about shoes, introduce you to some shoes you haven't heard of before. You're used to certain shoes, whether you're a brand girl or you can't afford the brands. We are going to hook you up.
Angie's gonna hook you up. Angie, oh my gosh. And she also has a page on Facebook, Shoe Lover Forum, so you gotta check that out. So what's the URL for that, Angie?
Shoe Lover Forum /Angela Ardis. It's through Facebook, though. If you just put in Shoe Lover Forum, then you'll see it has by Angela Ardis on there, and you can just hit like for that and then stay updated on shoes. And also, if you go to Pinterest, that's on steroids, so that has more shoes over there. Almost 3,000 shoes over there that you've probably never seen. She does. And that's under Shoe Lover also. You'll see my picture, so you'll know that you have the right one. But please come over there and join me. I mean, pictures just took it to a whole nother level, but I'm in love. I'm in love and addicted to shoes.
Well, we're going to get her on Instagram, too.
Oh, Lord. Here we go.
So, okay, to start this out, because some people, like you mentioned, if you're a brand person, and we all know the brands are the best because, they're going to use the best materials. But there are some good, what do you call it, inspired by shoes that we can get out there as well. Because, think about it. Just like that episode in Sex and the City when she didn't realize how much money she spent on her shoes. She had like over $40,000 worth of shoes in her closet. And that's not hard to do on that hobby.
Right.
Now, some men would frown at that, but I'm like, well, how much was your golf club? Because your golf club, one, costs the same as that shoe. So let us have our shoes and you have your golf clubs.
And I think with a lot of men, too, what you're looking at is the fact that your woman is buying all these shoes, but you haven't really seen her wear them. Whereas if he has golf clubs, he's probably using them sometimes.
Well, then
I can attest.
Out then.
But, I can attest. I have shoes I've never even worn. The bottoms are still brand new. They've never been out of the box other than me staring at them from time to time and putting them right back in the box. So you have to say, if you're going to spend this kind of money on shoes, whether they're $20 or they're $2,000, we can't really justify, other than they're pretty and we like them and they make us feel good, us buying and busting a budget. busting that budget over a pair of shoes.
And that is very justifiable. I'm sorry. If
it is,
it makes me happy,
hey,
I'm not buying drugs. I'm not out there cheating. I should be able to buy my. Am I using your money? No. Stay out my business. Let me get my shoes.
That's called my Mad Money. That's my Mad Money fund. If I have a Mad Money fund, you don't talk about anything that I have bought with my Mad Money, and that includes shoes.
Like I want.
Yes. Yes, exactly.
But for people that cannot, like personally, back in the day, I did spend a lot of money on shoes. I've kind of wisened up a little bit. So I will still spend money on a shoe if I can catch a good sale. But
right.
I'm not spending $1,200 or anything on a shoe. So for people like me, you know, what are some good inspired buys and things of that sort? Like where you can...
Well, one of the things that I would say that most people won't do is to find the shoes that you love. If you could have a shoe... Before you go shoe shopping, you figure out which shoes, if you could have any shoe in the world that you wanted, what shoe would it be? So if you're looking at Christian Louboutin shoes and you want just the black, chunky, fat front with the high heel on it, and you want a shoe that looks like that, then at least you know what it is you're looking for. And there's a lot of stores like Aldo's has those kinds of shoes that are inspired by Christian Louboutin. They don't have the red bottom. If you want to paint the bottom red, feel free. There's even places where you can get red soles
red
at.
Stuff on the floor. Oh my God!
Right, it's rubbing off all over everything. Exactly. But all those is good for that. 9 West is good for that.
Yes.
Bakers used to have a section called Wild Pair. They were really good for and inspired by type of shoe. But you have to know what it is you're looking for to know that it's been inspired by anything. Because I bought a shoe one time that was inspired by Dior at Steve Madden. And Steve Madden is another good place to go and buy it. But the last time I went to Steve Madden, I would highly suggest going to a mall that has the bigger stores in your area, because I went to a smaller one and they didn't have a whole lot to choose from. So, you know, I'm not really sure. You'd have to figure out what your big mall is in your city, state, or whatever, and go there and see if you can't find that. But put it in your phone. Take a picture of it if you don't have a camera phone. And,
wink,
so that you know what you're shopping for. Right, wink, wink. So that you know what it is you're shopping for, and you know that that's a really close rendition of what you have. 9 West is another brand that is inspired by a whole lot of different designers, but you just have to know who you're looking for and what you want.
Absolutely. Now, with that said, so you can really get some still, you know, it may not be the pearl jazzed up shoes and all the over the top shoes, but you can probably get some good shoes within like a $200 budget.
You can get some insane shoes for $50. You can see that's why I'm so excited about this show. Yeah, that's why I'm excited about this show, because as the weeks progress, we will dive into the best online shopping. I can tell you where you can get the most amazing shoes, anywhere from $19.99 to if you want the budget to stop at $200, we can stop at $200, but you don't have to spend $200. Right. Matter of fact, I will give you information, or we'll be talking about information where if you are a brand girl, where to get those brands and not spend $700 or $900 on them at all. You don't have to. There's places where you can go, not off, not counterfeit, where you might can get that shoe half off, 95% off, and you don't even know it. You know. And
then we always have right here in LA, we've got the good old alley. The alley is right here, downtown Los Angeles. I've gotten some great shoes down there, inspired buys. Maybe I don't know who they buy, whatever, but they were cute. They matched my outfit, and actually they were comfy. But getting into that, let's move a little bit into that comfort thing, because we talked about.
Let me just say that buying shoes isn't about the brand and how much money you spent all the time. It's about your style and what you like and what makes you happy and how you feel when you put that shoe on. That's all
Absolutely.
it's about. So don't worry about
Just
whether
like
it was
clothes.
a $5 shoe or it was a $500 shoe. It doesn't matter.
Just like clothes. You might
Exactly.
be strolling through Walmart one day, just go get a watermelon or something, and then you're like, ooh, I like that shirt. Let me get that $15 shirt because it goes with the rest of my outfit. So, hey.
You never know. You never know where you're going to find
I've never been a label person. Don't get me wrong. I have my favorite labels, especially Donna Karan. She fits my body. It's almost like she tailors all her stuff for me. I love Donna Karan's cut. But I don't always have like that white suit I showed you when you were out here.
Mm-hmm.
That was a $600 suit. I didn't pay $600 for it, but it was a $600 suit. So, but I do love my brands, but if I can find something that still looks good on me, that still makes me feel good when I'm wearing it, it's not going to shrink the first time I wash it, then I'm good.
Yeah.
But moving into what we were talking about, it is summertime, and it's a lot of funky, sweaty, slidey little feet moving around in these shoes. So how can you suggest, to help someone keep them dogs, from sliding forward? Okay, like this is the shoe, and then they slide forward, and their little toes be like crunching the ground, and be like, hey, hey, hey. So how can they prevent that?
There's a lot of tips. One, look at the inside of your shoe. If it's the shiny material, you know how they have the shiny tongue in there, you're going to slide. If it's suede, you're not going to slide. If it's any kind of a fiber, you're not going to slide. But if it's wooden, if it's plastic, if it's pleather, if it's leather, if it's shiny, if it's whatever, you're going to slide. There's a couple of things. There's a wonderful site called footpedals.com. They have an array of different kinds of foot inserts that you can put into your shoes. Now, the thing about the foot inserts, what you need to be cognizant of is that how fitted is your shoe before you put the insert in, because most inserts have some kind of padding in them. So if you put them in there like that, then they're going to tighten your shoe up. Yeah, so don't just buy a pad and not bring your shoe. Otherwise you might can use it in another shoe, but you don't want to waste that kind of money, just randomly buying. If you don't have money to buy stuff like that, then you can use hairspray. You can spray some hairspray where the ball of your foot's going to be, and carry, go to CVS or somewhere like that, one of your little drugstores, and get a small hairspray.
Yeah.
Put that in your purse because now
and don't feel all sticky, but it's all good though.
Just that one part, just the ball. Don't spray your whole foot. You don't need to spray the whole, just the ball.
It's like, don't do the whole thing.
Right. Also, you can use double stick tape. You know what they use for your clothes, your garments? You can use that also and put that down there and stick your foot in there. Now, you can't keep putting your foot in and out of your shoe. So if you're going to keep putting your foot in and out of your shoe, then don't use something that might gum up or that might just come off. Because once it unsticks itself, which double stick tape is really strong tape.
It is. I had to use that for these.
And even toupee tape. Toupee tape will work also. No, seriously,
they have toupee tape.
They have toupee tape.
What?
Yes.
So you mean these dudes are wearing rugs and it's just tape? For real?
Hey, women wear wigs. Women are wearing wigs, lace fronts, and they're just glued.
Yeah, glue. Not no goddamn tape. They glued, they bent, they sewed. When I did my last Janice show, I got a wig and we sewed that sucker in. Yeah, but tape? Hello? It's like, can you imagine?
And what some women use, some women use also is you can take a panty liner and cut, if you don't have an open toe shoe, and you have, like, say, a closed-toe shoe, but your foot is still sliding, you take a panty liner and you cut where it's rounded at, enough to cover the ball of your foot. You take the liner part off, the sticker part, and put it in your shoe, and you stick your foot in there. But again, you have to be cognizant because there's a little bit of padding in there, so you don't want to, have tight shoes.
Oh my goodness. See all these tits Angie has? Angie got some bomb tits.
See, so men, you never know what's in the bottom of a woman's foot. That's all I have to say. You just have no idea.
You don't know what her foot might be on.
All kinds of things going on.
Her foot might be on her rag. I'm just saying.
Oh, yeah, literally.
Now, we talked about, that type of tip. And yesterday when we were chatting, we were talking about cage shoes versus other shoes, and, people
right.
being aware of, some people just kind of go through, ooh, I like that shoe. They get so into the look of it that they neglect if you're foot challenged, because some people are. Some people have perfect feet, beautiful feet, cute little feet. They can wear whatever they want. But we have people who are dragging the little pinky toe along. And, or again, their feet are like, that big toe is just like, hello, I want to give you the thumbs up or something. But, so let's talk about how people need to be cognizant of the type of shoe they pick versus the type of feet they have. Like, for instance, you said if someone had the little pinky toe issue, then they may have to wear a cage shoe. So
what happens is that some people are pinky toe deficient. I'm gonna put my sister out here, okay? My sister's pinky toe is a problem for her. It always sticks out of her shoe. So I have some sample shoes over here out of my closet. So let's say that you have this shoe, right? Now this shoe, this is an example of the slickness. So I would need something. I haven't worn these shoes yet, but I would need something. Oh, wait, camera. Okay. So I would need something in this part of the shoe. Now we're talking about pinky toes. So you see these two straps, how they crisscross. I don't have a pinky toe problem, so my pinky toe lays here. My sister's pinky toe would lay back here behind the strap, while all her other feet are nice and nestled in the front of the shoe, which is a problem for her. Right. And then also one of her major issues that she has is that the foot meat on the side that would hang here, she doesn't like that. It's not a lot. Like when I see her in a shoe, I don't see that. But people have their issues with their feet, so fine. I can't argue with her about it. So instead of me having her get a shoe that looks like this one, there's two options. The first one, okay, camera, would be something like this. It cages your foot. This is not a cage shoe, but it's just a different type of enforcement on the sides.
Yeah, wider straps,
wider straps, and you have two things here. This will get your foot fat taken care of, and this right here will take care of that pinky toe, and it should be up here somewhere.
Foot fat. You got hashtag FF.
Also,
okay.
Okay, so this is a cage shoe.
Yes, cage them suckers
it will
up.
Cage, it will cage your whole, everything's in there. Now, if your pinky toe should fall out anywhere down here, they have insertions that you can put. They're little tiny plastic things that go on the side of your shoe, and nobody will even be able to see them, and it'll hold your pinky toe in.
Okay, can I qualify for a handicap sign for a handicap pinky toe?
Right, I got it. People have issues with their feet, man. I mean, even like a shoe like this one, right? This could be a problem. I know, I love this shoe. This could be a problem because of this tiny strap right here.
Yeah.
And it's a slick inside. So now you need things, and you can't have everything in here because you can see my foot.
Right. So that's
this
going to
shoe
be one
I'm good
of those
in for about an hour.
Hairspray. That's the hairspray shoe.
Or double stick tape. But if you get all of it and you have it all present, then that way, no matter what shoe you put on out of your closet, what you bought or what you have that you have never worn because it hurts your feet, then you can at least give yourself a try with different things before you leave the house in them.
See, that's so awesome. That's so awesome. And you know what? I don't have the pinky toe issue. I do have an issue with my FF, my foot fat. and people, you would say I don't have it either. It's just I just know I don't. Yeah, well, I don't like it, but it's there. It's not much.
But then you might have to just utilize shoes that have more of a wider band, even something to this extent.
Yeah, I pretty much do. I mean, I'm cool with the shoes I pick. I don't be like, I'm like, oh, those are cute. Not for me, but those are cute. That's what I do.
Right.
And then let's talk about the stiletto versions, because, you know, we've got different types of stilettos now. You got some that are straight stiletto, and then you've got some stiletto types, because then they're platform. So even though it's like really tall, it doesn't feel that way because you've got the platform supporting. But isn't that, without the platform, isn't that kind of, I mean, I tried to try on it hurt just trying to try on that tall ass shoe. How do you even arch your foot that high?
Well, you have no arches, ma'am. You have no arches, so it's gonna hurt you anyway. But the thing about it, the funny part about it is that we were wearing them before the platforms came out. Yeah. So even a shoe like this, I mean, this is not even a high heel in my closet. This is considered low for me. So this doesn't have a platform. And this is good. This will probably be good for me for about an hour and a half to 2 hours. I'm used to platform shoe. This one has, and I would have pulled some if I'd have known. This one has a small platform and is very comfortable. I can wear this for hours, couple hours.
Yeah. And
so,
you know what?
I mean, but the bigger the
people need to take that into consideration, because, you know, when you don't know your shoe and you get caught out somewhere and your feet are like throbbing so bad to the point where you're like, I don't care if I'm in the middle of the Grammys, I'm about to snatch these shoes off my feet. But when you suggest, like, not only knowing your limitations in each shoe, but perhaps going to buy those little slippers or something that you can stick in your purse and always have an extra pair or something like that to give your foot a rest. Or do you have to kind of sneak it off under the table and hope they don't stink at dinner?
Well, that becomes the other thing, because if your feet start hurting and you take your shoe off, you would be better to leave your shoe on and deal with it. If when you take your shoe off, the swelling happens and you will not be able to get that shoe back on. It's worse. It's worse. And if you're at an event, you're probably drinking. I know, me too. And it was very painful to get it back on. Mine is going barefoot. I mean, you know, through a parking lot.
Which I did.
I've done that also, yes. That a lot of women have. Raise your hand if you've done this.
You just brought up a good point, though. Again, all these great tips and things that people don't think about. So talk about the swelling of the feet when alcohol consumption is involved.
I mean, I would hope that most people who drink alcohol understand this situation, but it is true. When you start drinking alcohol, your blood vessels swell and your feet are going to swell. It's going to go straight to your shoes. So if you have a strap going across the top of your foot that looked beautiful when you left the house, those porky toes are going to look like they're baking in an oven when you look under that table. If you're sitting and you're not standing, if you're dancing a lot and you're not sitting, I mean, you have to know what shoe can go to the club and what shoe cannot go to the club. And if it's going to the club, then you have to determine whether or not you're dancing, whether or not you're sitting, how far is the bathroom, and how much walking can you actually do in that shoe before your feet start hurting. And it might just be from your door to the car, from your car to the club, and now you feel a pain in the ball of your foot, or you feel a pain on the back of the strap, or you feel a pain somewhere, and you know you're in trouble because the night just got started and you haven't even had a drink yet.
Oh my God.
My feet swell, so I'm a foot sweller person. I know exactly which shoes I can go to the club in and which ones need to stay home.
Yeah, I mean, and it's not even just alcohol. Alcohol definitely does it, but for those of you who are out there that, heat, sodium, anybody that likes lots of sodium?
Yep, so if you're sitting at the bar and you're not drinking, but you're eating all the peanuts.
And licking your fingers for the salt. That's me. Which, of course, they want to give you that salt so that you can order more drinks, right? Because you're thirsty.
Right.
But,
or you're out to dinner and you have a high sodium meal. I mean, they're going to swell. They're going to swell.
Now, let's talk about the bedazzled shoes. The cute ones with either the pearls or the sparklies or the rhinestones or the we call it the spikes. Everybody got these damn spikes now. Like, can you imagine kicking somebody with the, oh my God. But anyway, storing those, because I told you my tragedy yesterday about taking one of my wonderful pair of shoes to this so-called high-end, shoe doctor so he can clean it.
Right.
And, unfortunately, I ended up having to throw a very expensive pair of shoes away. So to help other people not go through that, outside of choosing a good person, storing them, do you use, I don't know, velvet bags? Do you have to use plastic boxes? What do you use?
Well, you can use a velvet bag. You could use a plastic box. My suggestion would be to roll it. You buy some towels specifically for your shoes, like a hand towel, long enough to be a hand towel to roll the entire shoe in, and then you put it in the box. If you don't do that, then the bedazzles are going to come off.
Or dull, because that's why I want to keep them from dulling too.
Yeah, and because I keep all of my shoes in boxes. Everything stays in the box. Nothing comes out of the box unless I'm wearing it, and I know exactly what's in each and every box. And also, Kim, I Googled a couple of things from designer shoe cleaning services to shoe restoration services to the actual designer shoe. If you go to the designer shoe websites, a lot of them have recommendations for people who will
take care of the shoes,
take care of your shoes, and they're only used to high-end shoes. So some of the places you may have to send your shoes off. It depends on what you feel about your shoes. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. That's important though, because I don't know about everybody else, and like we were saying yesterday, we had a great conversation yesterday, and it's not always about when someone messes up your shoe, oh, you're gonna pay for that, or I need my money back. No, I want my damn shoe. Because I can't go get that shoe back anymore. And that shoe went to a couple of outfits that I haven't worn since he screwed up my damn shoe. I wanted to climb over the counter and whoop his ass because he messed up my shoe. Don't you know how women are about their shoes? Oh, my God.
He should.
Apparently he didn't, but he found out. So give me a quick story on, because we talked about this a long time ago when I was trying to get Angela to do this back then. She was talking about how, because I was so impressed, she's like, oh, well, such and such made heels, and heels was invented, and da-da-da-da. I mean, she gave me like this little tiny history. So give me just anything about the history.
I'll give you a tiny bit of something. I didn't know we were doing history today.
No, just a little bit. Just a tiny bit. Now, this came off the top of your head. You knew this, so it was like...
Well, I knew it because I probably had just seen it. But what I know for sure is that the height of heels happened from women wearing those ginormous dresses trying to get over rain puddles, literally. And also, the height of the shoe dictated the class of the person. It was like a caste system. If you have really, really, really tall ones, they have some in the museums that are so high. They are so, you don't even know how these people could have walked around. They're beyond platform. They're beyond that boot that was just shown on that television. They're so ridiculous. You don't understand how they're walking around in them. But it was partially for getting through rain puddles to what class system are you in, and it was dictated by the height of your shoes.
Wow. Now, it's amazing how through our history, people have always tried to, and I'm going to call it the Napoleon syndrome people, the little insecure little asses. They always trying to make themselves feel better than, because somebody else always has to be less than. So girls, if you're in low heels, then, but if you're in the high heels, then, and if you're in stilettos, then,
because even the kitten heels, they're cute as hell. I don't wear them. I don't have any. I don't say I don't wear them, because if I bought a Lily Pulitzer dress, I would definitely want a kitten heel with them, because that dress dictates a kitten heel to me. It's adorable. It's like a flashback
lit up over that.
Yeah,
she lit up over that.
And that shoe wouldn't see the light of day unless I wore that dress. That's how I buy my clothes. The shoe goes with an outfit. It's there for that reason, and that reason pretty much only. Unless I get daring.
Well, it's an accessory. We accessorize our clothes. And shoes are now, to me, they always have been, because we've always been into shoes. This is just a new fad for everybody else. You know, when the last how many years have these shoe sites been coming up, like Shoe Dazzle and all these other things? But we've been into shoes like early in the game. So they've always been an accessory to me, but now it's like they're the accessory. So, you know, it's like picking the right earrings, the right jewelry, the right this. Oh, gotta have the right shoes, not just the color of the shoe, but the right style of the shoe. Can't be platform, can't be flat, can't be this, can't be cage, gotta be open toe, but gotta be this. It's just amazing. But, you know, I personally am not into the bulky shoe. I have a pair, and it's just so clumpy to me. It makes me walk that way sometimes. I have one pair. I do, because it's so, and it was, no, I take that back. I have two. And I had no choice is why I got them, because I needed a certain color, a certain style. And every damn place I went, they had all these, you know, the new clumpy, big ass shoes. And I'm like, okay, I'm coming out the 80s. My bad. I just like the regular plain old, but you know, some of them are cute. I can get in with some of them, but when some of them are so heavy and they make me walk, like, you know, some people who drag their feet when they walk, no matter what they wear. Yeah, that's how it makes me feel. But you know what too, is that I think it's important for women. It's one thing to buy a shoe because it's cute. But if your ass does not walk around in these shoes before you decide to go out in public with the shoe on, it's the most tragic thing to watch somebody walk in a shoe that they're not comfortable in. It is. You almost want to carry them. It's crazy. They're either walking with the whole body leaned forward, that their butt is out, and the shoe is just hanging on for the ride. I mean, it's unbelievable to me. And there are certain shoes that do make you walk like a Frankenstein. But you have to practice walking in them so that you're not walking out there like Frankenstein. I mean, I have a couple of pair that's very high. They're very high. Oh my God. I haven't worn them outside yet because I haven't been practicing. But trust me, the minute I put them on, I will be strutting. Hey, I'd be strutting in those shoes because I'm not going out until I figure out how to walk in them. But I can dance in them, but I can't walk in them. And that's for limited time as well, because dancing, that's a whole nother thing. Now, I used to master dancing in my heels, though. That was my little trademark. I can dance in my heels. But these heels now, they cost so much money, I'm not dancing in shit. I'll do the prancy dance. Yeah. But anyway, so is there any last things you want to share with everybody? Some little notes, because we got so much. We do. I can't wait for the weeks to come because it's going to be so informative, and we're going to talk about which websites to go to, how to choose your shoes with your outfits. We're going to have a situation where if you have an outfit or an event coming up and you need shoe options, or you want me to find you some shoes in price ranges so that I'll do that for you. You just have to email me and let me know, you know, what you want to give me a picture of your outfit, like I did for you, that dress that you were looking for. And she needed a 1950s version style shoe, or 1920s. It was something like that. And I found her several options, you know, so she did. I mean, it is a passion of mine. And I just want to introduce people who love shoes to more shoes than they will know what to do with. I will give you shoegasms like you've never had them before. Well, we're even going to have some guys on the show. They were hitting me up on Twitter earlier, and they were like, "Oh man, I can't get on today." But we're going to have some men on here, you guys, and because they have some different intakes that you might want to listen to. Because obviously, I mean, I personally dress nice because I love to feel nice and I love style and fashion. So it's for me first. And whoever looks at it just gets, you know, they get the opportunity to see what I put together. But then we know, women, if you be honest with yourself, there's a lot of you out there who do it just so you can get the attention of the men. And you need to listen to what these men say, because they're going to tell you about their little fetishes and what turns them on and what turns them off. So you
because
might want to listen
big
to that.
ankles, because if you have big ankles, there's nothing wrong with wearing stilettos or heels, or even heels with the straps or the cuff heel. I mean, the cuff thing that goes around your ankle. But Get it. You got to get one that fit. Your ankle looked like Kim Kardashian's ankle when she was pregnant when they showed her shoes. Did you see that picture?
I didn't get past all the rest of her, so I never made it down to the shoe.
Yeah, I didn't understand half of that situation, but it's all good.
She was like 300 pounds. I mean, damn, really?
Yeah. But you know what? You only recognized it because she was still wearing fitted clothes. She wouldn't stop wearing fitted clothes. I didn't understand that. You're pregnant. Wear pregnant people clothes.
I would know.
Wear a muumuu. Wear a sundress.
If she wore a muumuu, I would know because that would be a lot of material to cover up all that ass.
But it would have been better than those fitted clothes she had on. Those were ridiculous. I didn't even understand what she was doing.
Picture with her and Kanye West when she was wearing the tablecloth dress. What the fuck was? Let me stop. What was that? What was that? All these little flowers and it's black and it's the turtleneck and I'm just like, really? That wasn't a good look. Everybody talked about that. You should have heard Wendy. Wendy was going off on that. I was like, oh my God.
That's crazy.
But anyway, we're going to wrap this up. And you know what, you guys can hit us up at Lipstick Radio. So that's lipstick.radio@gmail.com. You can hit Angie up on Twitter as well as Lipstick Radio. Either way, she's going to get them. So at Angela Ardis, Ardis, or at Lipstick Radio. So if you got questions you want us to address on the next show that we do, this is going to be every Tuesday, as we mentioned. So go on our website, and that is www.lipstick-radio.com. And you can see our whole lineup. Just click on the shows button at the top somewhere, and then everything we do is right there. And after we air these, after we record these, then we obviously upload them to where you are now, and that is YouTube. So, Angie,
and if you have a picture, and if you have a picture of a shoe that you can't find, like let's say you have an editorial or something that you ripped out, but you can't figure out where the shoe is or who makes the shoe.
I know.
Email
you'd be ripping that out in the doctor's office. You'd be like,
yeah.
And you'd be trying not to make noise, like shh.
But I can find that shoe for you. Yeah,
I do that all the time.
That's easy for me.
Ooh, speaking of which, I ripped out a recipe. I don't know what I did with it. I just did that last week. I have to find that recipe because it was good. It was a chicken. I got to find it. Then we'll make it today. Anyway, Angie, thank you so much for hosting Shoe Lover Tuesdays.
Thank you.
So, you guys, you heard what she said. If you didn't, just hit rewind at the bottom and, just go back and do what she said do and send her some damn shoes that you're looking for because you know you're looking for something. And she is the only person that can find them. Trust me. I was trying to find some for the sale. I'm like, where the hell is she find these shoes? It's an ancient Chinese secret, she said.
It is. If I tell you, I have to kill you. Yes.
So you guys tune in next time, and I don't know, keep it locked right here on Lipstick Radio. Bye.
Bye.